time, I had this lie in my head. I'm not a leader. So one day, Pastor Kenny is walking with me outside, and he said, would you ever consider taking the leadership of BCF Church? And I immediately said no, because I believed I'm not a leader. That's not who I am. That's not who God created me to be. And I said no. But in my heart, it ached, because deep inside, I wanted to be, but I believed I couldn't be. And I said, well, let me pray about it. Let me talk with my wife. We'll pray. And as I talked with my wife, she could see in my eyes, I wanted this. And even though I believed I wasn't a leader, God was telling me in my heart, yes, you are. I want you to do this. So after praying, I said yes. And then Pastor Kenny started giving me more and more responsibility for the next 4 years. He'd give me a little bit more and a little bit more. And each time there was a challenge and I was tempted to run away, I said, no, I'm going to lean into this by God's strength. In 2020, when we shut down the church because of COVID, Pastor Kenny asked me to oversee the reopening of our church. And I had no idea what that was going to look like, how that was going to work, but I said, okay, yes. And I talked to our team, and we made a plan, and we reopened. And maybe you remember that time, and we had a tent outside, and we were checking temperatures and screening people. Everyone's wearing masks, and we're all socially distanced, but we reopened. And God's showing me each victory. He's saying, I got you. I got you. He built my confidence. And then Pastor Craig did a training with our team. Pastor Craig's one of the founding pastors of BCF Church. And he did a training with us called Truly a Masterpiece. I highly recommend this training. For the first time as I went through this training, I saw that I had a false view of myself. That false view that I'm not a leader. And I realized it's because I saw Pastor Kenny, who has founded BCF Church, who has led BCF Church for the past 24 years, and I thought, I'm not Pastor Kenny, so I'm not a leader. And for the first time, I saw God doesn't want me to be Pastor Kenny. God created me to be me. 2 Sundays ago, we had our annual church meeting, and we vote on very few things here at BCF Church. One of the few things we vote on is a new lead pastor. And at that meeting, Pastor Kenny nominated me to take his place, and every one of you at that meeting voted yes. The motion passed unanimously.